Welcome to Live Educational Support Desk. My name is Allie Miriam, and I will be your educational support for the day. What are you working on right now to move your business forward? If you don't know, you can join us in Support Desk. You can use this time for co-working, to work on your business, to learn from others' questions. It's a great opportunity to come together with other creators who are focused on moving their business forward as well. And honestly, my personal experience, you always move faster and better when you're moving with people, right? You surround yourself with the people that are doing the things that you want to do. So, welcome. This is live streamed into our Facebook group. Hello, Facebook group. You can join us live in the room if you'd like to. After the session is over, we do repurpose it and put it on our YouTube channel as well. So you can check there for the replays. And we also want you to know that if you come on camera and ask questions, that this is live in the Facebook group and on YouTube. With that said, welcome. We have people joining us. I'm going to go ahead and give you the power to unmute and turn on your cameras. Please use this power wisely. Oh, wait, what did I do? Participants. Start video and unmute yourselves. Welcome, all of my fabulous friends. How are we today? Hi, Megan. Hi, Merja. Am I saying it right? I want to say it right.
Merja.
Maria. Okay.
Merja.
Maria. Okay. I've got to get the right. What are you all working on today?
I am struggling to get a survey out to my
Okay.
people.
Okay. So what have you done? What's happening?
Created the survey, trying to get it into the marketing. My assumption is, you build it in the marketing funnel. And then, so the survey is created, marketing funnel, and then we go to the email broadcast, and it's not showing up in the funnel. So somewhere, somehow, I have not done it correctly. I don't understand why.
Okay.
Help, please help.
Help. That's what we're
Yeah.
here for. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, first let me make sure I have the sandbox site pulled up for us. Oh, and I'm really quick gonna check and make sure I pinned us up in the Facebook group too, so people know can catch us live. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Where am I? Hmm. Technology, blessing and a curse. There we are. Okay. I can pin this there. And now sandbox site. Yeah, would have probably been a better idea to have this open before I started. That's a top tip for
Okay.
all of you. When you know you've got a demo stuff, make sure you have your demo site pulled up ahead of time.
All good.
Okay.
I am so grateful for the opportunity to learn. So thank you.
Oh, you are very welcome. We're so glad to be here to help you out. Okay, so you did this in a marketing funnel. So, and
And
for
if
the
there's a
rest,
bet, I'm so sorry. If there's a better way to do it, that's fine. But from what I could tell, in order to send an email broadcast survey, it had to be created in a marketing funnel. Maybe I'm wrong
oh,
about that.
okay, yeah, we'll figure it out because I'm not sure either, to be honest with you, but we're going to test it out.
Okay.
Because that's one of the things in Zenler is that depending on your workflow, depending on your needs, there are different ways to set it up. So sort of having a little bit of understanding of what your needs are and how it's going will help us figure out what the best route for you is. And I just want to let anybody else know that's here with us. If you have questions that are that you you would like to ask and you're waiting your turn, this is the I'm going to pop this link in the chat. This is the David's GPT that he created. And it is the library index of training. So you type any question you have in there, it'll direct you to the tutorials that do it. And then this is the educational support notebook. And it also, you can ask it questions like you would ask any of us on the team. And it gives you more stuff, information. Those are all free for you to use. And you can use them while I'm answering other questions or doing other things. And that way, maybe you find the answer. And then when it's your turn, maybe you can share with us what the answer was. So just a little task for you all if you have a question waiting. Okay, so let's see. So you are setting up a survey that you want to send out in an email broadcast. Okay.
And inside the marketing funnel, it gives you the survey.
Yeah. So this is the survey funnel. Sure. Just picking this. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Okay. So you have built this out. Let's see, what's your biggest challenge? I don't want to spend too much time like
It's already made. The survey's made. That's not the issue. So you could just flop,
right,
whatever.
right.
That
Surveys
part
that
wasn't difficult. Getting it into the funnel was for some reason.
are you sure you want? No, I don't know. I'm just trying to get out of here. Okay. Okay, so funnel steps. Welcome. And this is the survey page.
Mm-hmm.
So they go here, and you're saying it's not showing up here?
It's not showing up there. It
Okay,
either goes directly from the welcome page to the opt-in page, or when you click on the survey page, it's either connecting to the results or it's not showing up at all. And
okay.
so I'm
So
just
let's
not.
see. Survey settings. So show navigation buttons. Auto enhance, automatically move to the next question. Randomize. Okay, so that's about the serving. Enable progress bar theme. I'm just wondering if there's like something that like makes it live, like an option to turn it on. You know what I mean? There's like
Yeah,
one little option that's like the simple setting. Let's see.
yeah.
Okay, so let's try this. Let's go to the GPT. We'll ask the GPT.
Maybe it knows. That would be
Ex-
lovely.
I know it might know, or it might direct us to a training, because if there's not something right here that we're missing, like a button to switch it on, then it might be something that we have to send to support. Have you sent anything to support at Zenler?
No, I have not.
Okay.
And I can do that. I thought I would just ask live.
Okay, so here it's giving us an answer. So the first thing to check is whether you created the survey but did not add it to the funnel page. They're
It was
inserted into
added.
is it inserted into the page using forms elements? They do not simply appear in the funnel automatically. So
Oh,
did you
that
do,
probably is the issue right
see, that's what
there.
I was thinking. Like I knew there was probably like you have to go, yes, add it to the funnel.
Okay.
So here are some things. So listen, I have it in the chat for you, the link to this GPT. And this is
Thank you.
all I wrote. All you have to do is type that same question. It'll link you to
Okay.
all of these videos showing you exactly how to set it up and add it. But let's look, maybe because I've never done one. So I'm guessing if we go to the funnel step and we edit this page, there's an option to like add it onto the page. That would be my general guess, knowing how oh, it didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I
so
didn't do that. Well, maybe that's so
that
weird.
took me, yeah, I don't know. Like, let's edit. Let's edit. Maybe if I could edit step. Okay, I edit step, but it brought me back in here.
Okay.
I want pages. I want to edit this page.
Hmm.
No. So apparently that's not how it works.
Yeah, that's
But
okay.
if you watch the video
Okay.
on there, like maybe go up how to set up a survey
Mhm.
funnel. Let's see how long of a video that is.
It's long. We
18
watched it.
18 minutes, and I always watch it on like 2x speed because
Yeah.
I I got it. So what
I
if
can
you
I can go back and look at all of this again because it's giving me more information than I had at the beginning. And then if I
yeah.
still have trouble, I can always uh,
Yeah, I
send
would
an email
love
to
for you.
support.
Yeah, I would love for you to just go mute yourself and like fly through this real quick and see if it shows you, oh, that's the button I have to click.
Okay.
Um, so that we know that you're set and ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you. Let
Thank
me
you.
know. I want to know that this works. I'll have to run some tests on it um after support desk, but I would like definitely let me know how it worked.
Okay. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate your help today. I have more questions, but I'll wait till everybody else goes through theirs. Thank you.
Oh, fabulous. Thank you. Let's see. Do we have any questions in the chat? No. Does anybody else have any questions? What are we working on today?
Hi, I would like to have help.
Okay.
Okay, I have been trying to put my own certificate to my course, but it never works because I have translated to Finnish language, and it is SVG. How do you say it? And I have been looking videos, but I don't manage to do that.
Okay, so we're looking at um okay, I'm sorry. Which area are we looking at again?
Course
The course
and certificate.
certificate. Okay, yeah.
I can put it there, but it doesn't seem whole certificate, only little part of it. And I don't know. I have done it with Canva, so I can't understand from the video what else I need. I didn't understand that thing.
Okay, so this is where you're talking about certificates right
Yeah,
here in
yeah,
courses, right? So
yeah.
certificates and which like and you chose a particular
No, I add my own, and that is
okay.
not working. That is working, but it's in English, so I have to have it in Finnish. So it's difficult to, and I have done my own, but it
But it's not working.
no, yeah, and this is this SVG file. It is that and I have chosen it, and I can get it my certificate here to all certificates here, but when I put it to the course, it just um, it doesn't look whole. It's just little part of it.
Oh, okay. Are you using the right size file? Is it the right size? It might be that you're using too large of a file, so it's
No,
only
no, I
showing
don't think
part of
so.
it.
I don't think so because
No? Okay.
when I went to Canva and took it larger, then it shows it, but then it cut everything else from the corners.
Okay, yeah, because
So
I don't know what your size is. Have you sent a message to the tech team at all, support at Zenler? Have you done that
no,
to show that? Okay, well, you might want to do that because I can't think of why it would only show part of like the only thing I could think of is that it's not the right file type or
it is right.
size.
Yeah, it is right file because it comes there
Right.
and
It
mm,
says, okay, well, if it's not working and it's not pulling in, like I can't see what's happening on your end of
okay.
why it wouldn't load in, you would definitely need email support@zenler.com.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't have any way to know like because they need to look inside the back and I don't have access to that to
Mm,
check, what's causing the issue. Um if it's the file and you're saying the file is the right file and the right size, then there's some glitch in the system where it's not loading properly or processing properly, and they would need to look at that.
but can you do it by Canva, or do you need something else when you?
Yeah,
Uh,
they use a variety of tools to create their certificates, so that shouldn't have I don't know that that would have an impact as long as it's the right file type. And it doesn't matter how you created the design,
okay.
as long as when you add the design, it's the right file type. Do you
Mm,
know what I
it
mean?
is.
As long as it's the right file type, it doesn't matter what tool you use to design it. So that should not have any impact at all. It
Okay.
would be, like I said, it would have to be if you've used the correct file and that part is correct, then it's something in the system that the support team would have to fix. Um, Unfortunately, there's nothing I could test to see
Okay.
whether that's correct. There's nothing that, but if you know these work, if these show up and that process works,
Yeah.
it works in there somewhere. So, but you need it in a different language. So definitely email support@zenler.com. I what is if you type in the chat for me, you can type in the chat either from to me, your site name, so that I can send it over to the support team and like just ask them myself too to follow up with that. So you have it. Okay.
Right.
And then yeah, I will send that to the team. Is there anything else that you're working on that you need help with?
Mm, I try to put uh, what it is. I'm going to have a Zoom, and I put, how do I say it? It's
The
difficult to
live Zoom
live, yeah,
classes. You're
live,
doing the
and then
live.
then the first email when it sends the email, uh, the link didn't work, and I asked also from support, but I didn't. They didn't understand,
Okay.
or I didn't
Okay.
get help or something. I don't
Okay.
know.
So which one of these did you use for the live? Did you use a book one-to-one booking, a live class, a live webinar, a live interactive web? Which one did you use?
L- Live interactive webinars.
That's what you
Mm.
used. Okay. And what did you want to do with it? You wanted to put it in a course or something? Is that what you're
Uh, I did. I'm going to have a Zoom to everybody. So I this automation, this
okay.
automation, and when they get a first email that they have registered, yeah. And when I did this live, I sent this. It didn't give when there is in automation there is email, and I just put Finnish there, but then there's a link, and this link didn't work.
Okay. This is how we're setting up and just going through the process of how to
Yeah.
set up
Yes.
a live
Yeah.
webinar. So we name it.
Yeah.
You decide single session or recurring session. We're
Yeah.
just going to do
Everything
one-off
is okay.
session.
Yes, I have the.
So set my time zone, Zenler Zoom, set the amount of time, public. If you want it recorded, you can choose automatic cloud recording and then next. And then that gives you the option to choose a template. I'm not going to care what template it chooses. I'm just going to hit next. And now we have our live webinar pages. Is this a free Zoom session? So no,
Yes, it is free.
it's free. Okay. So then we do we have registration waiting and automation.
This
So
automation, yes, this.
here's the automations.
And
So
first,
now
this first one, yeah, that one,
right.
yes.
So this first one goes
And
out
here,
and
join link didn't work. Everything else worked.
okay. Well, I don't know then. If you change, did you edit this in any way? Did you change it? Did you move this link?
No, only put Finnish.
You
A topic and this, but not links.
what? So you edited this email?
Of course, I translated it in Finnish, but not links. I have a link, not webinar join link. What was
So how did you translate it?
how I just put there hi is
You
hey in
used
Finnish. Yeah, and then nothing to this
You wrote it
links.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. But you didn't change any of this stuff.
No.
Okay. Attached a calendar. Save. Did you send preview? Did you preview it at all
Yes.
and try to click the link?
Yeah, and it's always it gives you like that.
Right. When you
how about if you put enter webinar? What happens then? If you click there.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not for 7 days on here, but
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. Well,
Yeah,
first of all, I'm not registered, number one, for it. I'm just previewing it. But yeah, the countdown page should be there before. And then on the exact countdown time that it was scheduled for, that's when it will open, but only in that exact time. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? They
Yeah.
cannot enter the webinar until the webinar time is live. Like when we do this live support desk, it's set for 11 a.m. Eastern time or 5 p.m. BST. And I can start the session 15 minutes early, right? Because I have that buffer, but the users won't. When you clicked the button for support desk, if I hadn't started yet, it doesn't let you in. There's nothing, you can't do anything. So until the exact time you scheduled it for, that's when they can enter. So if you pull up your email, right, and you do the view, if you do the preview and you see the link and you click that link and it takes you to this page like that for the countdown, then the link is working just fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it now because
right? So just click preview on the email, go into the automation section, right? Open up that register sequence to edit it. Just go down to the bottom. There's a little option for preview that'll open up a preview window and the link is there. You click that link, and if it takes to the waiting page, then it's working just fine. The webinar itself will not open up until the countdown is 0 across all the boxes there.
it is. Here is preview, yes. And okay, now it's okay. I don't know what I have done. Oh, okay. It is okay, but the certificate is not.
Okay, so good. The webinar, so we got the webinar fixed, right? Webinar's working, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad about that. Certificate, we still need to deal with. So I am going to email the team. I know we've got some questions in the chat coming up too. Let me just pull up this chat real quick. And I just want to make sure, because I'm going to send the team a quick message with your site so they can check the certificate, so they'll reach out to you. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So, all right, I sent that message to the support team, so I'll check back with them and I'll check that in a little bit to see what they're doing. In the meantime, if you'd like to, you can just, mute yourself and listen in the background
Yeah.
and maybe work on some things if you'd like to. I don't know if they'll get back to me right away while we're here or not, but I'm going to be here so you can check back in if you'd like to, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, let's see. Um, Gila, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. You said hi, yes, meaning you had a question. Do you have a question?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, did I say your name correctly?
So this it's already complicated. So I my name is Adam, and
Oh,
I'm a friend of Gila. She's been running a site on Zenler for the last couple of years. Um, and basically, I'm just literally a friend who's been helping her to do that. She really struggles to do it herself. She's not tech savvy at all.
okay.
Um, And I mean, you're welcome to look at the site, but basically it needs a lot of work and, it's really not up to scratch yet. And, I've got my own job going on, so I'm only doing this on the side. That's why I also can't show my face at the moment because I'm working also. Um, but literally I'm just trying to help her because she's right more than anything right now. The most important thing is she's about to launch her first book, on Amazon.
Okay.
So
Exciting.
it's exciting, but it's also the first time because she hasn't done any marketing up to this point, really. It's the first time that she might start getting leads coming to the site. Um, so we really need, I mean, the whole site maybe doesn't have to be up to scratch, but at the very least, a couple of landing pages do.
Right, yeah.
Um,
Yeah. What's her problem
um,
right now? What's the immediate need right now?
So we need the basics looking and functioning really well. And at the moment, just in the little time I've had, I've even struggled just, being a bit younger than her to get the page builder, to it's been challenging, let's say that.
Okay. I understand. I understand. Are you using, so she's launching a book and what are the pages that she needs? She needs what? She's trying to do it through a marketing funnel.
Well, that's the question: is what the best way is to do it? And the main thrust of my questions was going to be, because I've struggled so much, and together we've struggled so much, just trying to get something working and looking okay. Um, I ended up thinking, just because I saw in the tutorials there was the option of importing your own code, custom code.
Yeah.
And I actually even emailed the tech support team and they said, yeah, you can do that. And I know that a lot of people these days are just getting Claude and ChatGPT to build their pages for them. I thought, could that be a quick way around it? Because neither of us are, as most people coming to Zenler, none of us are web page builders
Yeah,
or designers.
exactly. It is.
Yeah.
And so there's a couple of thought processes here. This is a great question. So I'm glad you're here. One is that done is better than perfect. Okay. You're not a web designer. We're all like, there's a whole bunch of people coming online trying to like have a business. And the one thing that constantly slows people down is they want some professionally graphic designed, web designed website
Hmm.
that is
Hmm.
so beautiful and interactive. But that either takes a lot of skill and time or money. You have to pay for that. If you
Yeah.
don't have that, then you have to live in the mess. And the mess in Zenler can be very nice, actually. So, and yes, there are ways that you can have ChatGPT help you. You can also like streamline. And I get it. Sometimes branding and all of that feels like, oh, we got to have it just right. But she's
Hmm.
launching a book, and I promise you that nobody's going to go on the landing page and go, oh, the brand colors aren't right, and they don't have this. If they love the title, if the hook works, that's the most important part. If the hook works,
Yeah.
right? They're clicking. They don't
And
care
it
if your
do
brand is like not dialed in or the page isn't beautiful, as perfect as some, influencer's website that pays thousands of dollars to have it designed every day, right?
and
So
do you mean by hook? Do you mean the hook of the book or the page they land on?
right, like your hook, like the headline, the hook, where are you promoting this page at? Like, how
Hmm.
are you attracting people? That is way more important for you than the page looking exactly like perfect. Now,
Hmm.
obviously, you want it to work right. You don't want them to come onto the page and have a bad experience. So you want them to be able to enter their name, their email, and
Sure.
hit yes and get that email. You want the process to work without friction for them. So that really is the most important part when you're launching something and you're about to have traffic. You want to make sure the site loads. You want to make sure they can enter their name and email and that the email fires and they get it. That's
Yeah.
deliverability. Those are the
Hmm.
main things.
Hmm.
So for deliverability, the number one thing is going to be when people sign up for anything, the number one piece of deliverability is going to be your integrations, right? It's going to be your custom domain, right? And
Hmm.
verifying your email, right? Your
Hmm.
email, your custom email domain. Those are going to greatly help deliverability. So making sure that's set up properly. And then you can run for a book launch. You can use a marketing funnel if the point is get their email so that you can blast out the link to the book when it's live, like if that's what her goal is,
So
then
the book will be on Amazon. That's how it's going to launch. And then, if we can, she's going to try and put some marketing around that. But that's going to lead people in the book. It literally links to the website, and there'll be a QR code which goes to a landing page, which will then funnel them into the online video courses. And there's a couple of other options. There's work one-to-one, all the usual stuff.
okay, and the QR code to the site is going to be in the book.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so this is great. So you're going to make the QR code, and so it's they're taking them to basically you want a landing page.
Yeah, and I think that everything you've said so far makes sense, and we've verified the email, we've got payment working, we've tested emails are working, as part of
Okay,
sign-ups.
okay,
The main thing is the quickest and best way to get as
to
good.
capture the leads.
Yes, but for sure, because we will want them to enter their email to that will be a definite, that will be the first step, will be to capture the leads. But just in terms of building those pages, because we found it so challenging with the current page builder, the main thing is, do we go down the route of, like you said, just trying to stick something together that works? Or now that we know we can use ChatGPT, for instance, to build a page, do we use that custom code? Or I know I've heard also, and I spoke to your team about this as well a while ago, they said that there was an AI page builder in the works. Whatever's going to be quickest and easiest, really.
Yeah. So for like the whole of the site, like the main thing is if the whole site's not ready and you're about to have a ton of traffic, then like for example, right, you have a whole site, you have all these links and all these things, and like you just want it to look like a decent functioning website, people clicking around and seeing generic information or whatever's happening, right?
Hmm.
So a lot of people, what they will do is just design one page, no more navigation links other than to say if she's got courses that are ready to be sold and her
Hmm.
all courses section, like obviously leave that there if people are going to be,
I've actually
um,
just sent you, sorry to interrupt, Ellie. I'm trying to
go
make the most of everyone else's time. I'm cutting to the chase. I just sent you our website address if that will show you what we've got at the moment,
Oh, okay, fabulous.
if that helps.
Yeah, we can look at it.
Because we have done most of the groundwork. It's just about what we try and make good enough for the book launch, and we even take down some pages in the meantime.
Mm, okay, all right, okay. So, and yeah, so, okay. So start your journey. So she needs something for, and then she's got video courses. Yeah, this looks fine. The book. Okay. And she's got the links to buy the book. Okay. So in the book, people are gonna come potentially to this site,
Yep.
and she wants to send them to a landing page that and whatever she's gonna do. Okay, so yeah, you can definitely design with. So I'll show you like just some things that I do when I'm designing pages or anything
Hmm.
and using any chat GTP because
Hmm.
Zenler's site is coded in a particular way.
Sure.
I'm not a computer programmer or a coder. I don't know. I know enough words to sound like I might know what I'm talking about, but I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay.
Same. Same.
So, okay. So
That's brilliant.
I'm terrible. I like but I'm dangerous enough that I've played around with some things. So
That's my worry is that I was about to go gung ho with the code, and I thought actually this could be a bit risky. And I even did
Egg.
what you suggested right at the beginning. I didn't even know you had the Google LLM, and I asked that question, and it came up already with points that I didn't know about. That doing custom code might mean you might not get good SEO rankings. Um, so that's why I was cautious. You know.
Yes, that's very it's very smart to do that. You have to be discerning because yeah, just because we can doesn't mean we should sometimes.
Hmm. Hmm.
So one of the first things when you're gonna test with code and whatnot is you want to test on something that's unpublished and not live or that's going to impact any of your customers or clients or experience on your site. So sometimes I recommend as a pro user of Zenler, you do get 3 websites. So you can add another site, right?
Hmm.
And use that site like this one. I've added my sandbox site. So this isn't a site that's published to, I mean, it's a published site, but it's not, it doesn't have any client stuff on it. Nobody, I don't promote it, right? So it doesn't matter if the site breaks or I mess something up on it, right? So I
Sure.
highly recommend when you first start testing with code, it's not quite as scary as it sounds. But just better safe than sorry, test in a closed environment so you don't
Hmm.
have to worry about it impacting. And that, I'm saying that for you and for everybody else that might be listening. Okay. So yeah, so we go.
Can I ask about the other sites? I didn't know that. So we've got 2 other sites that we can add as well.
Yeah, if you're on a pro account,
We are.
you have 3 sites on a pro account. The main account that you first set it up with um the main account. The other ones are considered like sub accounts, but they're all on the same account, right? So
Okay.
like the premium
How do we access those? The other ones?
on your you create them under your I can't hear because it's my thing, but if you go to from your main account, if you go to my account,
Hmm.
it'll have see, it tells you go to parent site. When you're at the parent site, it'll give you an option to add site. There'll be an option for that. If you
Great, thank you.
yeah, and then you can do that. So yeah, highly recommend it.
Amazing.
Let's see. Okay, so then we go to any page. Did I open the editor? Yeah. So now this is in the editor. So up here at the top, you have blocks that you can add. These blocks are templates, right? So if you want to do, there are FAQ templates. So you can plop this onto your page. And then you just type in and edit it, right? It's going to be simple and plain, but this is a
Hmm.
template. You just type your information in, right?
Hmm.
Now, if you want to get it fancy, that's the code. Did you see where I did that?
Yes, that's what I've been playing around with.
Okay, so you come in here, I right click, select all, copy, cancel. And now, oops, let's see. I'm gonna actually gonna do I'm going to stop sharing for just a second while I pull up a clean window in ChatGPT. Okay.
You're already doing something I hadn't thought about, which is to take the pre-existing block and give it to ChatGPT rather than get him to make a new one. Yeah, I guess that's
Yes.
safer. That's much
Yes,
safer.
exactly. So what you do is you paste the code into ChatGPT
Mm.
and you tell it like this is the so what I like to do is I put my own content in first. So I do this on the blog, right?
Hmm.
Because the
Hmm.
blog, I didn't like the way it looked, it was ugly. So I would write my blog, get my blog post pasted in, save it, then open up the little HTML code, copy it, paste it into ChatGPT and tell it to make it look pretty,
Hmm.
not just say make it look pretty because that doesn't work. But,
Sure.
you describe what is pretty to you.
Mm.
And then and attach like I attach examples, right?
Hmm.
Brand guide sheet, whatever. You attach that
Hmm.
and the code, pay attention to the Zenler code. Chat knows we're friends.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm like, okay. And then it does really good. So here, let me share. Let's see. I mean, because this is gonna be generic because I'm not gonna like I don't have the brain power right now to come up with something, fabulous.
Sure. Of course.
Um, um, let's see. Sometimes, oh, it doesn't. Sometimes it gives it as an extra doc and it doesn't.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, I just hit instead of writing more, I just gave it the code. What
Happens
would
all
you
the
like me
time.
to do? Yes, this. And then we'll wait. It'll print out the code and then I'll paste it in here and we can see like just what it does. But that's how
Hmm.
I like to test it. And it does
Hmm.
work. It will like once you get the hang of it, it will make your work and designing your pages and blocks go a lot more quickly.
Yeah.
But one of the most important parts is going to be like knowing what your whole design and style is. Also, and there's um there's also different what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't you just want to be careful
Mm.
when the windows, that's what it is. The chat it really will open new chat windows for every block. Like
Okay.
don't keep going in it, like don't each block code because it's reading everything in that same thread. Things
Hmm.
tend to go wonky. Did it finish? I've got stuff blocking the way. Oh, okay. Here's this version. So now I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna come back here. So
Cool.
that's what it did to it.
Wow. That's amazing.
And it even changed the words because it knows me, so it filled in content. Usually, what I would do is I would give it the information I wanted it to use.
Hmm.
It knows my information, so it added it for me.
Hmm.
Usually, I put the content in the block I want in there and give it the code.
Hmm.
This time it just did this, but yeah, that's how it works. And now you have a custom block. You just
Okay.
take a templated block that you kind of like the general style of. And once your AI knows your brand, your style, there's all kinds of stuff that goes along with that. You can do a little bit of research on that. There's quite a few people on Substack that talk about branding and AI and how to like how to develop that. There's one in particular that I really like. Her name is the name of the publication on Substack is um AI Meets Girl Boss
Okay.
is the name of her publication. And it's really, I mean, half of the stuff I've learned with the branding stuff I got from her, and it's incredible. So, and it's free and like she does have paid like memberships and stuff, but I don't
Hmm.
pay for anything. It's
Sure.
all free information. So there's a lot out there. Like, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm actually pretty happy with this myself. I'm like, hey, I'm going to use this.
Yeah. And when you typed in Aliverse style to ChatGPT, that's because it knows you've got a brand style already.
Right, because that's Allieverse, that's me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And as far as you know, they haven't launched the AI page builder yet.
No, I know they've got, no, not fully. Not, I mean, there is some AI stuff that can help you with writing, right?
Hmm.
But as far as I haven't messed with the Zenler's version of AI for I or they have it coming. I haven't played with it yet at all though. So
Okay, doke.
I
Okay.
haven't done
Thank
it.
you.
But
Thank you
you're
so much.
very welcome and good luck. And hey, like we're here every Thursday. What am I doing? We're here every Thursday. Where's my screen? Oh, there it is. I moved it. And we have the Facebook, or not the Facebook, please, Lord, don't let me say
Mhm.
Facebook again. We have the Zenler tutorial site community. I don't know if you're on there or
Yes. Yeah.
okay, good. So that is a place to go. I don't go on Facebook, but if
Okay.
you go to the site, I am posting there. I just posted very late last night. A couple of some resource links for everybody in Zenler. So it links you to these sessions directly into these sessions. There's little QR codes on some graphics for you. The Chat GTP, the Notebook LM links are all on those graphics in the community for you all right now, so that you can bookmark those, right? Because like less friction when we're context switching all the time during our work, it slows us down. The context switching literally will eat up hours of your day,
Mm,
hours. So
mm.
like bookmark those and then just click, 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 open everything up. It's there. You can get to work. It really speeds up process for sure.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ellie.
You're very welcome, Adam. It was great to speak with you today.
Cheers. Bye.
Yeah, cheers. Bye. Hello, Maggie. I think we had some other questions in the chat too that came through. So let me get to that. Let's see. I got that one. Okay, Danny is okay, Danny's still here. I've created a chat for Basecamp with multiple threads. When I added it to the course in line, it only shows one thread. Um, are you there, Danny?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi.
So what so you're in the community for inline discussion
Yeah,
under that particular lesson, or are you talking about in the community part?
in that lesson. So when I go to the community part, it's like I think there's categories and then there's
Mhm.
community discussions or something like that, right?
Yeah, course
One big
discussion.
one and then little ones.
Yeah,
So yeah, and I can show you.
sure.
I could share my screen.
Let me make sure you have that ability. I think it might be turned on, but I'll make sure. Host tools, let's see. Participants.
Well, unless at least I can show you what it looks like inside the course.
Uh, Advanced. It's not letting you share screen?
I haven't tried it yet. Sorry.
Oh, okay. You should try because I think
Sorry.
it should. I don't have it turned. Oh, okay, good.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so
Okay.
here's my base course.
Okay.
And all these ladies came to a base retreat and they want to have a private chat.
Okay.
So I've kind of experimented with private versus, there's another word also. There's like public,
Secret.
private. What's that?
Secret.
Secret,
Secret.
yeah. So a few times, like people got locked out of part of the chat. I went through each of their profiles and made sure that they were labeled to be a part of that chat. And I just came to one of these meetings and you were talking about how to embed the community chat into the course.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think I did here. When you click on the community chat in this course, you can see that it just says posted in community chat.
Okay. So,
And
because I can see you don't have your discussions. If you go to your settings, you see up there on the right where you're at right now,
yeah,
you see that there's up there, it says discussions,
yeah.
right? So in the course, here, okay, if you stop sharing your screen, what I'll do is I'll share my screen so I can show you
Okay.
exactly what I mean. Course, whose do I have? Okay. So in the curriculum, or whatever. Oh, I don't. Oh, do I have anything in the site? No. I'll just do text. Oh, sorry, I can't see. My glasses are like not made for this. Oh, text. There it is. So, hello. So now if we enable discussion, right? If we show discussion inline, that's when it didn't enable community part because I don't have community on the site enabled yet. But um actually, let's see. We go here. I do. Courses. So I do have community on the site, so it'll look more like what you have. Curriculum. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so this is called Love. Let's open community and see what happens. Go to that site. So, okay. Community. I know this testing site looks atrocious. Okay, so so this is course discussion. So each one of these with the star is a course that has lesson discussions turned on. So when you click on those individually, there we go, right? You end up in here, and then whatever lesson they commented on is what it's in. Like right here in the community part, you can actually, like, I only have one lesson enabled for discussion, but if you enable other lessons, those lessons could act as tags, right? So when people make a post in the community, they could tag which lesson they're referring to if they wanted to. That can get confusing. It can be like people don't understand it. So that's why I only turn on one lesson for discussion, or my recommendation would be. So for example, in your course, you would just have one lesson called welcome or something like that. Um, and just enable that, right?
Okay, so it sounds like I need to train them to go to the community's forum if they want to use the multiple.
No, I will show you how, if they want to use the multiple. I don't know. Well, we're going to look at it here because you didn't have discussion in line on yours. So I wanna show you what it looks like if you do it this way from the course end, even if they want to stay in courses. So, okay, so this is show in line. Okay, so now we're going to preview. As a student, and I'm going to come down here to the welcome one I added. Okay, so this is the lesson. So, and this is, right, the lesson, whatever it might be. So I could write, Hello. Hello. Post. Right? And that shows up right under the lesson. So and anybody who does it, it's not up in the corner, it's down below the lesson.
Right. And I see on the left side you've got welcome, live sessions, weekly check-in, help I'm stuck. Are those all discussions?
No, those are lessons in the course, right? Everything here is a lesson. You
Yeah.
can turn on a discussion for the lesson, but
Inside
you
the
don't,
yeah.
you inside the lesson, right? But you don't have to make one of these a discussion, right? These are lessons. You can have a discussion in a lesson, but lessons are not discussions. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I do know the difference between those two things. I guess
Right.
I'm just
So
wondering.
you don't have to have a lesson called discussion for there to be a discussion. I get that for your people, they might click on here and not realize they can have a discussion. So you would label it discussion, but you don't have to because it's a lesson. The discussion is either turned on or it's not. Like here, there's no discussion turned on, so I can't comment. But if I come to this one, because discussions are turned on for this lesson, I can see clearly that I can comment on it. So it depends on if you want there to be discussion ability for every lesson. Like, do you want people to be able to comment on each lesson for feedback on that lesson or, whatever that is, discussion around that lesson? Or do you just want people that are part of your course to be able to have a place to have discussions about anything?
Well, the example I have is like I've got the category of base camp, and then under there I have a discussion called T-shirts, and then I have a discussion called goals group. So anything to do with them ordering T-shirts, I wanted to keep in that one thread. So do I need to create a lesson that says T-shirt discussion in order to separate that thread and make it more obvious for them within the course?
Yeah, I mean, you can, yes, sure, why not? Like, so are you, t are, so what is your, yeah. So if you have an active group, if you are teaching them a variety of different things, for example, and each one of those needs its own discussion because it's weird if they're grouped together, then
Yeah,
certainly what you can plan out, and say, use a specific lesson
yeah, and
for
just
labeling it so that they know that's where that conversation happens.
okay, okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that makes sense. You could absolutely do that.
I've got
Just to,
five.
right, look at it. You have, if you're on the pro plan, minimum, you have 3 sites, right? So one of the things that you can do is go set up a community and a course on the other site as a test option, because that's what I do. I build all of my community stuff in a fake site to test the functionalities, because community in Zenler does some weird things, I'm not going to lie. And like knowing how it shows up in your community, how your students are going to experience it. And I have a login for my and on the app. Do you have the app?
Mm-mm.
Because the app works differently than the site when it comes to the community and the courses. And most people access everything on mobile. Okay, this is just numbers, it's facts, it's statistics. So your people they will love you if you give them the Zenler app so that they can have the community and the courses right on the app. The functionalities and the way it works is different. There are admin abilities from the app. They're not the best. I prefer to use desktop still for admin stuff mostly, but for engaging with my community when I'm on the go or not at my computer, it would still work, right?
Mhm.
So kind of test out what it looks like. Don't like, I would hate for, what I would hate to see is I would hate to see you like put in all this like work, moving, labeling things and doing things and creating this flow. And then the reality for your students on the other end is doesn't make sense to them, right? So just look at it from their point of view and your point of
Yeah,
view.
yeah.
Make
I do have a login for myself that's a student login.
Okay, good. Yeah, for both ends, because it has to, you want to set it up so that it's easy for you to manage. You don't want it to be a nightmare for you, but you also want it to be frictionless for the end user as well. So you got to like kind of
Yeah,
find the balance, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, if it's too much friction for them, they're not going to use it,
right.
and we don't want that either because you're putting in all this work.
Right. And I'm always like, go to the communities page, go to the communities page. And then
hmm
they'll email me and go, I can't access that. I can't see it like individually. It's a big headache.
Yeah, see, like that's what I'm saying. Like try to just look at it, like find some sandbox time for yourself to just kind of see how it
Uh,
works and then how they're going to experience it. Because there are some little weird things in Zenler communities that you've got to kind of figure out. I've got a few. I'll make a note. I'll post some stuff in the community on our site, on the tutorial site, about community, because I did do quite a bit of research and playing with it, and I've made some notes. So put I'll put together a little post on my notes, my personal notes on sort of the nuances that I noticed in community that might like just save your sanity a little.
okay.
Community notes. So I'll do that. I'll get that up. Today's Thursday. I'll get that up by tomorrow sometime. So it'll be in the main community for you. And for anybody else who's interested in figuring out stuff with
Great.
community.
I have a small follow-up question, and
Okay.
someone in the chat just made me think of it. When somebody posts in the wrong community, can I move their post as the
Yes.
ad?
As admin, you can.
I tried, and if you could
I
show me
did.
how to do
Let
that,
me, yeah, maybe it's admin and you can move your own post and not
I have a
others.
lot of cleanup to do because people keep posting in the wrong thread.
And yeah, see, well, see, and that's the part. Like, stop? Why won't you? Okay, so that's actually the issue, one of the issues that I have, right? Is that sustainable for you when you have 1,000 people in your community to be changing their posts and tags and having somebody do that for you? Is that sustainable? Are you going to be able to do that long term?
At this point, we have like 80 people or something, and most of them don't go. We've got like maybe 10 to 12 regular posters. So at this point, it's
Right.
feasible. And I can train those people. Say, hey, make sure you click on the right discussion.
Yeah, that's the right.
They
Make
all,
sure you
they
do.
all basically
Okay.
posted in getting started. So I
Okay.
had to make getting started like an unpostable thing, but I'd really like to move their comments instead of just deleting them.
Yeah, that does make sense. Let's see if I can find a community site where I can demo that example. Okay, let's see. We'll try it in here. I'll share my screen while we test. Okay. And again, for those of you waiting, you can use the notebook or the GTP in the chat to see if it's able to answer one of your questions. So as admin, um, I want to see. Well, see, as admin, you can edit, and I think you can edit theirs. I need to see if I can come here. I'll stop sharing screen so that I can do it on this and test it in the Zenler one, but I can't share the screen for that admin view.
Yeah, I'm looking as admin. at someone's post, and when I click those little three dots, all I see is pin to featured, copy link, or delete.
Yeah, let me see. Let's see. Manage. Is that it? Well, see, do you have post approval off?
Post approval off. Yeah.
So that's probably part of it.
So if I turn that on and they
Then
post in
you,
the wrong area, I can move it then.
I think so. Let's see. Let's see. Trying to see if I can. No, let's see. Settings. I swear there was a thing that said I could move it when I was playing with it myself. Where members. Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Let's see. Am I sharing my screen still? No. No. You see me, right?
Right.
Okay. So that was okay. Let me ask the chat GTP, the GPT that David made. So what are the, okay.
I did just find, going back to my other question with the base school camp, all of a sudden I've got something called course discussions in my chat with the Kennedy School Women's School Camp. So I'm assuming that that popped up as soon as I said enable discussion inline. It seems that it made a new chat in my communities page. And
Yes.
that's where all those comments are going to.
Yes, that's what happens. When you enable discussions on a community, on a course, it creates a community.
Okay.
Like that's what the enabling of discussions does.
Yeah.
Like on the first site when I was demoing it, trying to demo it, I was demoing it from the sandbox site where I didn't have a community enabled yet, right? So, oh, that's Zenler site. So it gave like some other weird, so it gave a failed to create community message when I turned the discussion on, but in the course, you still see the discussion. So when you have community enabled and you turn on discussions for course lessons, it creates a community. If you don't have community enabled, it just creates a little discussion under that specific lesson, is what the difference is. Let's see. Oh, I was typing.
Okay, I'll play around with that.
Can I change?
Updating credit card, and I did put it into the notebook in the chat, and it said open an incognito window, log in as a student, and I did, and it's still not showing up. So
okay. So then, yeah, that's what it's telling me. So then that's a tech team thing. There's something going on in the back end. So if it's not showing up, then it's a glitch in the system. So you got to get to the tech team. So support at Zenler.
I did.
What did they say?
They said, well, are you logging in under your, because this is the secondary site. They said, are you logging in under your first site? And I'm like, and I did, but I still can't access. So anybody that I make admin, including myself, on a secondary site, I don't know how to change, update, or do anything with my billing. That's the issue. So I will send another more detailed email to support, but that might be something that people might need to figure out if anybody else is having trouble or if it's just me. So
okay, yeah, no, I will so okay. Can you just when you send the message, can you send it to me too? When you send the message to support
Sure.
at
Is it
Zenler?
Allie?
Allie at Allie, Allie at Zenler.com. Just
Yeah, I'll CC you.
CC me in that, please.
Okay. Thank you, Allie.
Perfect.
Appreciate
You're
it.
very welcome. Good luck. Okay, let's see. That was the questions, and now we have Maggie. Maggie's here. Okay, I got all the questions in order so far. Hi, Maggie.
Hey, um,
Hi.
I had a question about blogs. Okay, last
Okay.
week it was about the picture, and I
Yes.
decided just to reduce it. It moves it to the side. You can't center it, but I'm good with that.
Okay.
But now I've noticed I'm struggling with the spacing between paragraphs. So I will double click after a paragraph, type another paragraph, double click. But then
Mm-mm.
when I preview,
Yeah, it's
it's
a problem. So
okay.
I have the same problem and I don't like it either. It does it, you can triple space and it still has
Exactly.
no space when you publish it. That's why I was showing you before what I do. I write my blog and get it in there and save it, but then I copy the HTML code and give it to ChatGTP and ask it to make it look nicer, to make sure the spacing is right and that it's formatted right. It gives it back to me, the code. I go in, open the code, paste the code in. It
Wow.
replaces my blog post I save, and then it does just fine. So that
Uh,
is a way to do it. Maybe I'll do a little video on that, on how I do it.
okay.
Again, with all of those things, I'll do a little video with all of those things. Always test it on something that's not your real live site. Like test it on a blog post or on a blog post that you're not publishing, just to test and see how it works, kind of thing. And then check that the links in it work, all of the things work on it, and it's on there. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll do a little video, a
Great.
Zenler AI blog video.
Okay.
Just for
Okay.
the simple stuff. I don't get fancy. I'm not a coder. Like David, he probably has a ton of videos on how to do some really cool stuff. And
Yeah.
that's like some advanced stuff, but that is not my jam. I do not do advanced things. I do simple, copy,
That's
paste, easy things, you
what I
know?
want. Okay.
So
Good.
that's what Maggie, you got me. You got me.
Okay. No, I appreciate
So
that. Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
I will do that, but because otherwise there's no, I don't know how, like you can go in the Facebook group and try, but it's honestly, it's a pain in the butt. I have the same problem.
you.
So
Okay.
because I hate the formatting of that and so now
Mhm.
I just let AI do it for me. So
Okay. Yeah, a video would help because obviously I'll have to do this every week, every time I do a blog post, right?
yeah, every time how I do it. I do the blog, I paste the code in. It just takes an extra couple of minutes because it's literally once the blog post is done, I paste it in. And when you do a blog post, here, I'll share my screen and show you what I mean. So when you do a blog post, I put it in here, but then this is the HTML. So I
Okay.
just copy that, give it to ChatGTP, have ChatGTP force the spacing because that's basically what it told me it had to do. Zenler has some hard-coded settings that you really have to force when it comes to the spacing. That's how it explained it to me. I give it
Now,
that
this,
code and then I
any
paste.
Chat GPT or Zenler's Chat GPT?
No, no, no. Zenler's ChatGTP just answers questions. That's the GPT. This
Okay.
is your own thing. So yeah,
Okay.
this is and you can give it some details, like be like, okay, I use Zenler's blog for my content. Their formatting doesn't recognize my spacing and formatting, and I need you to clean this up and make it and format it so that it has nice spacing, that it reads well on mobile, blah, 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 right? Give it that information, then paste the code, hit send, and it will refresh the code, give it to you. You'll copy it. You'll come in here and you'll just remove what's there,
Mhm.
paste, and then update,
Gotcha.
right? And then you're going to do the preview to see what it looks like.
Okay.
So it's not too complex,
No,
right?
that's
It's a
okay.
copy paste process. And yeah, I'll do a little video on it and share it in the on the tutorial site community so that you can see um what I'm talking about, because it can be scary if you haven't messed with code. Like the first couple of times I did it, I'm not gonna lie, I was terrified. And this was before AI, honestly.
Mhm.
I watched one of David, I watched the advanced ninja tricks course David made years ago, and I was obsessed with it. And he had one on the blog. So I would go in there and I would do it. But the first time I played with that code from the blog, he said, nope, this is how you do it. You do it from here, you paste the code there. I was terrified. I'm like, oh my God, I'm playing with code. I'm going to blow up my site. Or I was very scared. But if you can understand the testing aspect of it and not making it live until you've tested it works and just copy and pasted, then you're pretty safe. It's not that it's not that scary after you've done it a couple times. Anyway,
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
you're very welcome, Maggie. I'm probably still not seeing it. Okay, I've
Yeah.
got an answer from the support team about the certificates. Um, what they're saying is that for the custom CSV certificates, they don't provide support for issues related to the SVG format. If there are any SVG formatting issues, the customer will need to consult an SVG expert. We also recommend that the designer follow our sample SVG format as closely as possible to avoid compatibility issues. So that is what they have said on that. I don't know if you can hear me, Maria.
I think
Yes,
she's not
yes,
available.
I
Yeah,
hear.
okay, yes,
Okay,
yes.
you
But
hear?
but
So
I'm
there's,
quite.
well, what I would do, here's what I would do, okay? That's
Mhm.
the response. Like I said, I don't know what your file is. Email support@zenler.com and send them your file and be like, this is the file, it meets the criteria, and it's still not working. If you're certain that it meets the criteria and that it's the right file and that you've done it correctly, send it to them and say, look, it's correct. Why isn't it working? And then they'll have a look at it. But if it's a problem with the SVG, they don't offer support for that or for custom SVG if you don't know how to do it.
Okay, okay.
That was their reply. I'm sorry it
And
wasn't,
it doesn't help if I share my what I have
no,
done.
I can't.
Right?
No, I
Yeah.
can't because I don't know what it will help to share what you've done with the support team,
Okay.
support@zenler.com. If you send it to
I can
them,
send to them.
if you
Okay.
know that it's right, you can send it to them and be like, look, I did it right. I followed the instructions. Why doesn't it work?
But I'm not sure if it is right.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Because
that's what they're saying. They don't offer support for the SVG formatting and file. You have to figure that out on your own.
but
And
it
I don't
is
know it.
right format. It is right format. SVG.
It
It's
is right.
but I don't know if there's something else. I don't
Right.
know.
And I don't know those that's
Okay.
the technical team. But if you think you've done it correctly, like I said, you can send it to them and say, hey,
Okay.
it didn't work,
Yeah.
and maybe do a little research on it. I'm not familiar with SVG, so I don't know. But on the other end, maybe also put in a request that I feel like you should be able to get certificates in your language. So maybe
So
ask that
that's
question.
what I was thinking that why when you have chat GB and everything like this, why I can't just take the certificate in Finnish language?
Yeah.
Is it difficult to change the language there? Because this way this is quite hard to do.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm asking. I'm watching,
Yes.
I'm asking ChatGTP right now to
Okay.
see if
Yes.
we can come up with some kind of an answer or a solution or a workaround for this.
It should be very really nice if you can just change the language and then put it.
Yes, yes. Um, okay, so you should be able to. So
Oh,
let me here. I'm gonna copy and paste the answers into the. Do you have the GPT? Do you work with ChatGTP at all?
very little, but I have it now.
You have it. You have it now. Okay,
Yeah.
because there's a cut here. These are links to the videos that tell you how to do this. Okay. So
Okay.
here I'm just gonna pop these in here for you into the chat. Yep, there. So those are the three videos it gave, language settings. So there are language settings. It's not automatic, but apparently there's something you can do. So you can go through those, okay, and see if it works, right? And if you have trouble with those instructions, like making it work, then come in here and then we'll walk through it.
Okay.
So those are the videos. So save those links.
Yes.
And
I'm opening
then,
them all now.
yes, good, good,
Mm.
good, good. And that way you can make sure that they get,
Yeah, I have changed language in my site, but I don't know. Everything isn't changed, hasn't changed, and I don't know why. But I have translated to Finnish.
okay, so yeah,
But I don't know how to get this certificate.
yeah, so the certificate, I was pretty sure you should be able to. I thought that it was kind of weird, but I didn't have anybody in my site. Like I can't change the language of my site. I won't be able to function on it. I won't be able to see it. Um, But yeah, so save those and see because
Yeah.
because it's telling me you should be able to. It's not going to automatically do what I think it says, but you can create certificate design and wording.
Because if I could change the language for certificate should be there
Um,
in language.
there is one of the links from there. It's the template pack from
I haven't found that
David. Download the template.
where it is.
It's that first link that in the chat
Okay,
there, I think.
okay.
It's
I'm going
the
to
one
look
or
at.
the last one. Zenler also provides customizable certificate templates. It's the last link. So
Okay,
the customizable templates might be the answer. So this is the Zenler community. Uh, and if you can see right here, well, the feature didn't want to come up. Okay, there it is. So I created this. It says save this. You've got two graphics here, right? Oh, it does not open up on desktop. This is so weird. What is this? Well, Oh, there we go. Just took a minute. So let's see, is it this way? Okay, so we've got, these are some quick start resources for you all. You have the Accelerator live support right here. So you can save these QR code to yourself. And these are the links. You can, you know, save them. All access live support desk. The reason I labeled it that way is because the accelerator program is very specific to accelerator questions and accelerator discussions, right? It's not general support. We're not handling general support there. Accelerator live support is for people who are coming in, they're new to Zenler, and that's their quick start to get collecting leads and learn how to work within their Zenler site, right? So that's what that's for, to get people up and running. Now, if you've been with Zenler for a while, then we will still welcome you into the Accelerator Live. Like a little 30 or 60-day sprint for your business would be amazing anytime you do it. So you are welcome to join the Accelerator Live support sessions as well. Anybody is. The questions for Accelerator and discussions will only be around Accelerator, right? The All Access Live Support Desk, if you're part of Accelerator, you can come to those and ask Accelerator questions, right? Because it's all access. Anything related to Zenler, anything related to your site, to generating leads, to marketing, all of those things are welcome on the All Access Live Support Desk. So any of your needs. So you have 2 days a week now. You have Tuesdays that you can get Accelerator support. It's a specific path for you, and you can join us. Those are at 6 p.m. BST or noon Eastern time, and they happen every Tuesday. So you can join us there for that. All Access Live Support Desk, that happens on Thursday, 5 p.m. BST or 11 a.m. Eastern. And those generally, we're here generally 3 hours. So you can join us. You can use the time on support desk, even if you don't have questions. You can sit in the background. You can use it as time to work on your site. You can use it as time to for co-working, right? To move yourself forward. So you can always join in on that. Another request and question that's come up quite frequently, it wasn't that long ago. Actually, I'll tag Thomasina in this post because we have had some questions around feature requests and the roadmap, things that they're working on and what's planned and where you can request things. And that's right here. So you can go right there and get that information. I highly recommend, rather than just adding something to the roadmap as a request, there are a lot of requests in there already, and I know it takes time to go through and read them, and vote for the ones that you want. But, if everybody's adding the same request, then we have the same request with 1 or 2 votes each, right? Because there's kind of a little voting system that lets us know like what everybody's into. So find the ones that are the most related to what you want and upvote those so that you have that. It takes a little time, but if you want those features, we need to collaborate together and make sure we're putting them on the roadmap and voting together. And I've also added the support notebook LM, so you can go there. We demoed it a little bit today. And the GPT for Zenler Education. So we've demoed those a little bit today. I'd really like to see you all start using the support notebook, the training library GPT, and the Zenler website community where we're at right now. Because those 3 things plus the live sessions, that's really all you need to get on your Zenler journey, to learn, to grow, right? To iterate the things that you're doing. This is literally all you need. Right? So a couple more tips I've been thinking about, because I get a lot of requests for information and where things are, and these will tell you. These are your resource, right? So save them, bookmark them, keep them in a tab. one of the things that you can do, your Google, if you use Chrome or whatever browser you use, you can set up different profiles. So like if I right click my browser, even while it's open, right? I get a pop-up and I have options where I can open a new window. I can, or I can right click again on Google Chrome, or I can click on Google Chrome rather, and then it will pop up and offer me different profiles that I have set up. And the reason that that's useful is because in Zenler, we're working in two different areas at all times, right? Because we're working in the admin area where we see and have access to everything, but we have to test like a student, right? So you can have a separate profile set up where you're logged into all of your accounts as that student view, so that all you have to do is literally click a button and open all of the tabs and they're there, right? I mentioned earlier that context switching will eat up hours of your day, and it will. Context switching, like imagine you're working on your Zenler site and you're in the admin area. Now you need to see what this looks like from the student point of view. How do you do that, right? What does that process look like? For most people, it's like, okay, wait, let me open this other tab. Let me sign out. Let me sign into this, blah, blah, blah. That's context switching. It takes so much time, right? If you just have to right click your browser, open a Chrome, and then hit open all tabs on a thing, there's not as much context switching. And you can have both of those things open in two separate I know I lost the word I was going to use in two separate browser profiles. That's what I was going to say, right? So you can have one group under one browser profile, and then you can have another one open, group of tabs open under that other profile, and easily just switch between them, which slows down, which doesn't eat up as much of your time and capacity, really, in the terms of context switching. In terms of that, you want to make sure you're like set up an environment for yourself to begin working where it doesn't feel so difficult, like you've got to do all this stuff. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, look, I popped in quickly because I saw like Allie's really good, right? So I know Merger, you asked a question. So Allie's like really keeps busy, and you don't even see what she's doing, but she's like a duck. So her feet are paddling away. So she's putting things into our Teams group. So I noticed it because I'm in there quite a lot, and I noticed you had a problem with your custom certificates merger. So there was a few people I've sent in there just to test it. I've been beta testing a little app that I've created that does it. You don't need to register, you just need to go in it. You need the URL. So what I'm going to suggest is that you PM me on Facebook, right? And then I can send you that link. And it's not for, I've got to check because the code base changed, but it's really super simple. You just drop all your fields in, and then you can just export it out as an SVG file that actually works in Zenler. Because I did training, you probably remember, Allie, I did a training on how to use it using another system where you could drop things in. It did work at that time, but then it just stopped working. so I
It
just
happened.
so I thought, well, what was, AI is so cool now. I actually created this before AI.
Yeah,
Right.
I know. I was saying some things like that too. Like, imagine I created this before AI. Like, that's going to be a thing, right? Like, our parents walked uphill both ways in the snow or whatever. Our thing is going to be before AI.
Retro.
Yeah, that's going to be the retro term.
That'll be the retro. So I need to check the code base on it, merger, but really just email me at david@zenler.com, or just friend me on Facebook and message me and I can just send it to you. So it is private, right, guys? So if loads of you hear it and you're screaming at me to get the certificate, I'm just going to do it for Merger because she's on here with Allie. So you've got to come on here to get these things, because if Allie put something in there and we've got something, I'm going to jump in and just give it to you guys. And I know this is being streamed on Facebook, but you're not in here. Right.
That's right.
So when I get that asset and it's all working for you, Merger, and it's pretty good, what I'll do is I'll create a sheet and I'll give it to Allie, and she can give these things out while she's live. So you haven't even got to contact me then. You know, it's free. There's no sign up or anything. It's completely open. So you just basically build it, and it's not going to be free forever, right? I might take it off. Hopefully Zenler's then got their certificate builder all built, and that won't be an issue anymore, right? It's like the chatbot. You know, they're bringing out the AI chatbot. Well, I showed how to create one in AI, but we're not going to need it soon because Zenler's done it already. Is that right, Merger?
I understood right. So I contact you, but do I send my certificate to you, or you send something to me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to send you a link to something that just shows you how to do it. So you just go through the steps, you build it. I want you to do it yourself because it's good for me to take, you know, like everything we test here, we want people going through it and making sure that it all works for you. So I've had about 12 people through it. They've had no problems like setting up. Just drop your background image in, drop your logos in position, drop your text in with your variables, and boom, it's done. It's really simple. I also did a training video for it. So if you get stuck, you can watch the little training video as well. So you'll have
I have been trying to watch and it.
No, it's super simple.
But there isn't anything like this that it changes languages only in certificate area.
Well, in the certificate, it's all based on what you put in. So the variables will be whatever their names are, whatever the course you've called it are. I will have a caveat here. If you have because I've had this happen before, Allie's going to nod in agreement, where you've got non-ASCII text, and it's a weird language, it can cause problems. You know, like those little ampersandy things and little tweaky things going around the outside, accents and stuff. It can have problems and it can throw an error. So that could, if you're creating it using something else and that's the problem, that could be what it is. We have that a lot with the kind of Nordic languages where they have a lot of those things going on that always have trouble. They even try and put it in their URL and it messes it up.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did have that person whose whole website URL didn't work.
Yeah. So so Merger, if so get in contact with me, david@zenler.com, or you can just friend me on Facebook, which is better, right? So we all like to be friends. Friend Allie as well while you're at it.
Friend Allie as well. That way, it'll make it easier. It'll make it easier to send things. Yay! Thanks for popping in, David. I love seeing you.
That's good. No, that's good. If I spot these things coming in, I'll always jump in, and if I can share a resource with people, then that's going to be really good.
I appreciate that very much. Yeah.
I shall say bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks,
See you,
Bryn.
Hey there. So, my question is, I'm doing regular in-person events and I want to put them on my website because they're not there now. And I'm like, oh my God, people go to my website and they have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm wondering, so I usually do the ticketing through Eventbrite. But I'm wondering the best way to put like my events on my web page. So there's a few different workshops that I rotate through. And, you know, after an Eventbrite event is over, it's not a good link to have there anymore. And so I want to have like a photo, a description, and then the link for tickets. Or
on your site, on the
Zenler site.
and you want that on your, so you're doing it through Eventbrite and you're running them through the Eventbrite links to the Zenler Live, right?
No,
The
it's not.
registration?
It's not Zenler Live. It's in person.
Oh, it's in person. Okay. But then so what is it that you want to put on your site? You want to advertise the Eventbrite stuff or?
Yeah. Should I just make a page and put the stuff in and then put the Eventbrite link, tickets here?
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You could add it to your navigation, site navigation, just the word Eventbrite and it links to your Eventbrite schedule. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because don't you have like you're like the Eventbrite account holder? Here's the main link and here's everything I have going on. You could just add that to your navigation, right? I would definitely do that. And then, yeah, for sure, if you want to have a whole page on the site, like that link on the navigation goes to Eventbrite. It takes them off your site.
Well, maybe what I would do is have events, go to the page, and then on the page have, click here for all upcoming events. And then each individual event, I just update the Eventbrite.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, have the page and you could create like do a custom block that you have saved that you have advertising like, hey, join us for events, click here. Or you could say register here, right? Do it as a contact form, sign up for live event notifications, in-person event notifications, right? And then you've captured
Yes.
captured their email, and then that email, the trigger in the email sends them the link to your Eventbrite stuff, right? Because you want ownership. If you're always just sending them over to Eventbrite, you haven't captured their data. So if you put a form, a block that you can add to different pages wherever, hey, register for reminders about live in-person events, specifically. And that way you can generate a subscriber list of people interested in those in-person events. That first email welcomes them to your, event processes and links them to your Eventbrite to say, hey, these are all of the different events. Add these to your calendar, blah, blah, blah. But in the meantime, rather than just sending them to Eventbrite, you've captured their email and now you have something that you own.
Okay. And then would I do that through a funnel or just a form?
However, you could do it however you want. I would do it probably through the form. I would do it in a block through a form because that way, rather than having a specific funnel that you'd have to try to link to everywhere. Yeah, I mean, because you want them on you just want them as a subscriber and then to email them about these in-person events. So I would do it I would create a custom block, fancy it up, do it for the thing, and then that will trigger, that form will subscribe them. You will probably have to set it up in a funnel. Yeah, because the form will trigger the funnel, but you're not, and the only reason you need to do that with the form and the funnel is because the funnel triggers the automation, right? A form doesn't have automations attached to it.
Okay, that's what I want.
Right. So it doesn't have. So you have the form, when they submit the form, the action is subscribe to funnel. But subscribing them to the funnel doesn't mean you have to design the page and the landing because they're not getting that. They're just getting the automations that go with the funnel.
So I can just do a form and then in the settings for the button, say go to
subscribe to, not go to, just subscribe to funnel.
To this funnel that's
right,
for
and then
events in this area.
Right, and then it'll trigger that email from that specific funnel. So if you have, so you said in the specific area, if you do events in different areas, Like say you have three areas, right?
Mhm.
So those are the like your three Eventbrite filters are, here's Chicago, here's New York, here's California,
Mhm.
and those are the events. So in Zenler, you can have those three funnels already preset. Here's the California one, here's the this one, maybe even in your block that is for the form, part of your form, have them choose which city they're interested in, right? New York, Chicago, or California as like a checkbox or of fill in information so that when they submit that 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 checkbox maybe tags them. Ooh, I'm trying to get too
I
fancy. I was
know, that would
thinking
be
if
perfect.
that checkbox could then trigger the
That
correct
particular. Yes.
funnel, then it's just one block, type it in, they check New York, or maybe it's a drop down, and the drop down menu, when they select their city, is what triggers the subscription to that funnel.
Mhm.
Oh, this is interesting. Let me look at this.
Do I have to do that with a external trigger?
Yeah, see, that's why I'm like, well, how do I do this? Let's see. Open up this test site.
So good to have these conversations to brainstorm it before you start building.
I know, exactly. Like think it through. And this is like, it's one of the things I try to tell people because there are so many options. You really never like the idea is there, which makes sense. It'd be great if it could work that way.
Right.
Oh, man. It always works better in my mind. No. Okay, so we want to go to the site pages and well, let's see. Where now do you already have a form that you've used, or do you have something set up where you have people subscribing already?
Oh, that's a good question. It's not set up well. It needs to be redone.
Okay,
So
so where have you set
I
yours up
might,
so far?
I mean, actually, I'm thinking about, I have a mailer, it's a mess. I'm sorry. My place is a mess. I have, I'm not very organized. I'm organizationally challenged. So
Yeah.
I've had a MailChimp account for a long time. Those are where most of my subscribers are. Then some people have subscribed on Zenler. It's a mess. It's a royal mess. Then I also have a Mailer Lite, which because I was planning to switch over from MailChimp to Mailer Lite because it's cheaper and I can do more, like I can do more for less. Or the same,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'm thinking I want to do is somehow have Mailer Lite form where they can sign up and then figure out how to branch it in Mailer Lite so that they can sign up for different groups. Like I'm in this area, I'm interested in in-person events in this area, I'm interested in these topics, and that way I can target them when I'm promoting what's coming up.
Mm-hmm. So, and so like, let's see. Which one would be a good template for like a event like lead capture? Could
But
be
as a
that.
stopgap measure, I think that's a great idea to have before I get the other stuff built, to just immediately put in the menu upcoming events and
Yeah, you can add just right here from the menu. Just take just because you can put a link to anywhere. So you can,
Okay, you access that from inside the page.
yeah, any page editor, right? Any page when you're in the editor mode.
Mhm.
The header is dynamic, right? So it's in gold, and that's when you know you've got the dynamic header. So any page, like this isn't even a published live page, but the header is dynamic. So it's live on every page no matter what, and it updates across everywhere. So yeah, edit it
Right.
here.
That's a good review.
Yeah. And
Right.
then edit here. You click the edit option and you edit the text. So you could say Eventbrite.
Okay.
I don't know. How do you spell Eventbrite? I don't know.
That's right.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then go to link, whatever the link is, and it'll go there, right? So
You have more than one action? Like, no, probably
let's
not.
see. Let's see. Well,
Go to this link.
yeah. Well, yeah, you have other options, but not at the same
Line up.
time.
No, okay, drop
Yeah.
down. What's in the drop down?
I can't see it. This is my way. Okay, let's see. Um, drop down means this. See how courses has a drop down?
Oh, so that's how I would put other things underneath it.
Drop down is submenu. Yeah.
Oh,
So see how mine in courses does
yeah,
this,
yeah.
right? So you have courses, you have my courses, all courses, membership,
So
right?
that's how
Because
I would add a sub menu is by putting,
exactly.
oh, great. Okay, this is great. I think because I
Exactly.
have events through Eventbrite, but I'm also teaching at other people's like at festivals that are not. So then I can have those in drop downs.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, thank you. I
You're
think
welcome.
that gives me a lot
Yeah.
to work with.
Yeah, do that. And then, yeah, when you're playing with it, I would definitely, I don't know if you have it, but you weren't necessarily here, but I'll give this to you. I'll put it in the chat. This is a notebook. It's a Zenler support notebook. And I don't know, it just has a lot. It has all of my support desk sessions in it and some other Zenler stuff. So you could ask it questions.
Oh, you can, and it'll
yeah.
find the answer.
And it'll find the answer.
I just type my question in there.
Yep, you just type it in there. It'll find it from me, right?
Oh,
and it'll tell it to you. And it'll link to where the source is and what
Oh my
time. See?
gosh, that's awesome.
It'll do that right there. And I have a couple of videos that I created in the studio for you. So when you come there, there's a couple of videos that kind of give you some information about Zenler. And then David created a GPT. And so I will pop that into the chat for you as well because the GPT,
What is GPT?
a chat GTP. Do you
Oh,
know chat GTP?
yeah.
It's a little GPT that David made.
Inside of Zenler.
Right, but it's a GPT. You open chat GTP, you click that link. Have you ever used a GPT before? Do you know what it is?
Yes, I have, but not inside someone else's, not inside another app.
No, it's not in Zenler. You just click, I just gave you the link. It links you directly to ChatGTP.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something in Zenler.
No, it's not in Zenler, but Zenler's in it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so there's information about Zenler in
Right.
chat.
It's the GTP. It's Zenler's GPT. David created it. And what it does is it's a library index. Okay. So if you ask it a question, it will give you a bit of an answer as well. And it will direct you the links to all of the trainings on YouTube or in the Zenler tutorial site that cover that training so you can learn it. So it like links you out to things. And this one, it links you to the YouTube video sources, but it also kind of answers like me. I've given it some directions to tell it how to talk to people. Because I'm bossy. But have you ever used Notebook LM?
Notebook?
Notebook LM. It's a Google product.
No.
It's my new kind of little fun obsession.
Oh.
So I created this notebook. This is Notebook LM. It's Google. It's Notebook LM. You can create a notebook. You can use Notebook LM for free. I do have a Google Pro, paid Google AI Pro account. So I get lots of extra stuff that people with a free account don't have, but the free accounts work fabulous. And Notebook LM is Google's answer to education. You can learn anything. Google's own notebooks if you go there, right? So you can learn anything you want
Okay,
and
so
get information.
so you're not in Zenler, you're on Notebook
Right.
LM.
No, I'm not in Zenler. I'm giving you links to resources to help you. I am not in Zenler. I'm giving you resources to
My
find
brain is like,
answers.
what?
Yes, no, this is Notebook LM and this is ChatGTP, right? This is
Okay.
ChatGTP. I'm not in Zenler. And this is Notebook LM. I'm not in Zenler. No. Mm-mm. Nope, but there is a notebook that I created for Zenler, and Notebook LM is a closed environment AI, education AI. Okay. So closed environment, what that means is it doesn't search the internet. Okay. It doesn't do searches. It doesn't pull or give you information from anything outside of what you've attached to it. So it synthesizes all of your information and then responds only with it, right? So for me, like I created this notebook for Zenler users so that they can find some answers, right? I can also find answers for myself in here more quickly, right? I can also create content for you here, right? So I've attached all these videos. I can ask it to create a video overview in different styles and different formats. I can give it instructions of what I want it to include in this video, right? And then it creates the video. And I know you can't hear it, but it does a really cool job. Like you can, like it changes, the images change on it. I don't know. Yeah,
And
see.
AI creates that for you.
Yep, it created the whole thing. It
Oh
uses
my
the
gosh.
language, uses everything, and they're
Wait a minute.
perfect.
You are blowing my mind. I am so in the dark ages. So you're saying I could go into this this one you're in right now is the Chat GPT one?
No, this is Notebook LM.
This is Notebook LM. Okay, so I
Yeah.
could go into Notebook LM and upload videos of mine
Yep.
and then ask it to make, or even one video and ask it to make an overview of a video.
Of that video. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anything you want. I give it my blog posts
Hmm.
and have it make little videos about my blog posts. And I put those videos on YouTube. So I don't even have to be, I'm not recording my YouTube content. Notebook LM is. I'm writing long form content because that's what I like to do, is write. So I write and I feed that writing to AI and then it does things for me. And it does pretty good. I've created some videos lately with Notebook LM and I am obsessed with them. I'm like, wow, this is really good. I'm impressed. And then I realize it's my own content and I'm like, okay, maybe that's a little too much, Allie. I'm like, wow, this is really good. I'm like, oh yeah, it's mine. So yeah,
And
you
so
can.
you have to have an AI, a Google AI. I have,
No, you don't.
oh,
No,
you don't?
Notebook LM is free to everybody.
Oh,
I just happen to also have that, which means I get extra things. You know what I
okay.
mean?
Okay.
But
Oh
you get
gosh.
the basics. Notebook LM is free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
Google product. You go to, you see my little Google image over here? and you see the little
Yeah.
square.
Yeah.
When you do this, when you go into yours, it's the very last one.
Oh, that's how you get to it?
That's how you find it. It's in your
Oh
own
my
Google
God.
thing. You can go there and it's right there at the bottom.
Okay.
And you can go to Notebook LM. When you do, you'll be on their main page, which is all their featured notebooks that they've created or whatever,
Uh-huh.
where you can learn things. So it does have this Notebook LM has this double purpose, right?
Uh, But
So you can create.
but then when then from in there, you click on can you show me how you make your own?
Oh, yeah. When you're in Notebook, you just click create new notebook. There's a plus sign. And then this is what happens. Gives you a studio. Now your view, like if you click that link to the notebook that I created for Zenler, you will not see the studio because you're the user, you're not the admin, you're not the creator of the notebook. So users of your notebook don't get the studio. Okay.
Did
So
you get to that from the general page of all their content?
yeah, see, here's the all. When you go
Uh-huh.
to Notebook LM, it's just create notebook. Hit the
Oh,
plus sign,
oh
and
my
there you
God.
go.
So that means anyone who's on Notebook LM can also see your content that you put there.
No, mm-mm,
Oh,
nope,
no, it's
no.
private.
Yeah, you decide,
Oh,
right?
I
See
can decide whether it's public
see
or
up
private.
here, right?
Yeah.
And the ones that are on the main page of Google, those are Google's. Those aren't public. Those aren't people's. Do you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Google
Yeah.
made those.
Okay.
Notebook LM is pretty soon you'll have searchable public notebooks, all this stuff. Notebook LM, there's not very many odds that you're going to be featured. These are featured notebooks. So those are the notebooks that Google is featuring that they created. See if they're by Notebook LM. That's who created.
Mhm.
Oh, this one is
Mhm.
created by Zillow, The Atlantic. Okay, so they are pinning some popular ones up here. They're doing that.
Mhm.
But the idea that one of your notebooks might randomly show up here is probably not very likely.
But if I want to make it public, I
You
can.
can't, right? Even mine are all public, that none of them
Uh-huh.
are going to show up in here. But there is a search feature, so you can search by titles.
Uh-huh.
And eventually the search and the showing up will be like more it's on their
Yeah.
roadmap. They're going to be doing
More
all kinds
robust.
of crazy stuff with this. They've got lots of plans for it.
Okay.
So, when you create your notebook, you decide, right? So, because I was just talking with somebody the other day, you can create custom coaching notebooks for clients, right?
Oh, wow.
And you can make it so not just that it's public, but you can make it restricted, right? And you can create a Google group, and only the people in that Google group have access. And if they remove from the Google group, they lose access to the notebook. So you have a
Mm.
lot of granular control, right?
Mm.
So you can use this notebook to learn anything you want to learn. You could build a notebook to learn French if that's what you wanted to do, and it would work. You could create your own training videos for yourself, tell it exactly what you want to learn. It will create a curriculum for you. It will do that and give you great content for it, right? However you learn, you can create audios, slide decks, mind maps, flashcards, infographics. You could do reports. You can create quizzes and test yourself, right? So you can learn, but you can do it for your own business too, right? So now you can create this. You can create quizzes for people to see if they've tested their knowledge or whatever. Um, and you can use this to create content for yourself. Your students or your members can use this to pick your brain when you're not live with them. Like, so there's so much. You can also use this to do a report. You can do research on your own content and talk to your content and ask Notebook to identify gaps in your content. These are the subjects I talk about. Which one am I not talking about enough? Which one could I be talking about more? Which one do I talk about the most? Whatever. Like you can ask it to give you data on your content, right? So like there's so many uses to this, it's insane. It's a very powerful tool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you. I am so
Yeah.
glad I came on today.
Oh, good. I
I'm
love
gonna
that.
have to
Yay.
make a point of coming on. Are you the one who's regularly doing these now? And is this the standard thing that it's 3 hour once a month, once a week?
Sorry, I'm eating.
It's okay, I was too.
I am no, I've been doing this. I'm the only person that does this since November of last year. So
Okay, I haven't been here for a long time.
I guess so.
Ah.
Yeah. I mean,
Wasn't
I've been with
it?
Zenler for several years now, but I was on a like a year and a half medical sabbatical, and I've been back since November, I guess.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I come in anytime, every Thursday. We're here.
Awesome.
And plus the community site is there, and I'm more active in there. I'm posting content. I'll reply to comments and things like that.
Oh,
Uh,
you're a
and
great
I'm
asset.
Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate that. Yeah, so yeah, come in the community and hang out with me. I would love that.
Okay, super. I will. Thank you
All right.
so much.
You're very welcome, Rin. It was great to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. Have a great rest
Oh,
of your day.
thanks so much. You too.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Okay, we got about 30 minutes left, and yeah, let's talk about it. You've got Notebook LM. It's a very powerful tool. I know it sounds simple, but not only can you use it to learn things about Zenler, you could use it to teach people about your business. You can also use it to help you identify gaps in your content and your training, all of those things. It's a pretty powerful tool. In the support notebook, you can talk to it about things around strategy. It will make recommendations, and it'll link you the source to the exact YouTube video where I discussed that with someone that's a member of the Zenler community, right? So it pulls the answers directly from these discussions. So Bryn and I were having discussions. So once this finishes, I have the playlist linked to Notebook. So it automatically updates and pulls in the new contents, right? And so anybody who clicks the link and goes into the Notebook has the most updated, fresh content as soon as this in there. So if someone comes in and starts asking about in-person event strategies on their Zenler website, it, Notebook LM is going to recommend the same thing that Bryn and I just talked about. Going to talk about adding it to the navigation, creating a page, potentially a form that gives links to it now has that information. It now has that discussion, that strategy, and if it has information from other people who I've actually had a couple of people, Judy, the fabulous Judy, who's in here almost every Thursday. She travels a lot though, because she's very busy. Uh, like she does in-person events, right? So her and I have had many discussions around in-person events and things and Zenler and how that works. So Notebook has all that information. So now it's going to have this after this is done, and you will be able to talk to it about the balancing how to use Zenler, leverage Zenler for in-person events and meetups and all that kind of stuff. Like, what are those strategies, right? And Notebook LM will be able to help you with that. You don't always have to come on live to get that help now. You can get some of it there, and I highly recommend it. Go into Notebook LM, ask it a thing, go into David's GTP, ask it a thing, watch the training, do the thing, and then feel free to post in community or come on to live support desk and share with the rest of us your experience of doing that. It will help other users learn how to use these tools and resources and start making actual progress in their business, right? Because that's what we want. Ask the questions, right, of the notebook or the GTP, and then come and share what it told you. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. So do that. So come into community on the tutorial site. and say, hey, Allie told me to do this. So I asked Notebook, and this is what it told me, and this is what I did, and this is how it worked, right? Because when you learn something and you do it and then you share it, you create a learning loop for yourself. It really solidifies your own learning. And then how great that it pulls someone else into your learning loop and gets them in the learning loop, because then they're going to see it and they're going to go, oh, let me go try it, right? Then they're going to try it and then they're going to comment back and be like, oh, I tried it. I know this. If you go look at my Facebook profile right now, I do that kind of stuff on my regular profile, right? I ran this little prompt with ChatGTP not too long ago, and because I got the idea from somebody else. So I shared, hey, somebody gave me this idea. I did it, and this was my result. Look how cool it is. 4 or 5 other people went off and did it, got their results, and posted in the comments on my Facebook thing. It's just a great way to engage, right? With with your learning. You learn a thing, you share your experience in learning that thing. It helps solidify your own understanding and knowledge. And then other people come in and they share their experience with it, and it's going to be slightly different. There's nuances, and they might say, oh, I did this and this worked. And you'll be like, oh, that's a good idea. Let me try adding that in, right? It's a collaboration, it's connection, it's community. That's what it's about. Learn in public. So go to the Notebook LM, go to the GPT, ask it questions. Come in here for sure. Ask me questions. Go do the thing that we answered, and then go into the community and share how it worked. Tell us what worked. Tell us what didn't. Tell us what you tried and what you tweaked about it and how it worked, right? Inspire others. Get everybody on board, right? Everybody who's ready for that information is going to be there to receive it. Those are the people that are going to collaborate. Those are the people that are going to rise up together, right? So do that and come in here. And we do have Accelerator on Tuesdays, right? So you can, if you're in that path, you come into community, that's the same path, right? You learn a thing, share your experience with it. It really helps learning and it brings people together. And honestly, human beings need human beings, right? Nobody ever made their way to the top without a whole bunch of other people, right? Unless they were stepping on them and being disgusting excuse for a human being. But we are not like that here at Zenler. So we want only to rise up all the good people together. And that's how you do it. That's every community. You can ask, we've been doing this a long time in this online space. And even before there was an AI, like David was saying, well, I did this before AI. That's definitely, I've said that a couple of times in the last few weeks. So I know that's about to be a permanent long thing that's going to happen in the future. Before I did that before AI. That's what it's going to be. So that's pretty funny. Yeah, but come into Accelerator, come into Support Desk, use the GPT, use the Notebook. All of those resources are really, honestly, all you need to like take your Zenler business to that next level and to really start building momentum. Okay. Focus, right, on the things that are important. And with that said, we have a little bit of time left, but since nobody is here, and I think I'm going to end us early today, and I may do a couple of recording videos. Maggie asked for had some great questions, and Megan. So I will be in community, tutorial site community, the Zenler site. I really recommend you guys start coming over there and engaging with me and each other. And here's why. Stop going to Facebook. You are using your own Zenler site and you're trying to build your own communities and get people to engage on them, right? So engage on the Zenler one. right? You will do a couple of things. First of all, the whole learning in public thing, learn the thing, post it there, engage, get something going, right? Helping you learn. But you're also using the Zenler platform while you're doing that. So what does that mean? It means you're learning the platform. You're from the student perspective, the community member perspective, you're participating on that end. You're getting a lot of information and data from being on the Zenler site because you operate a Zenler site as well. So you can feel that experience. And that's what you should be doing, getting comfortable with using and navigating Zenler as admin, as a student. So you know how that experience translates across to your people, right? So that's about working smarter and not harder, right? And same thing, you go to Facebook, what happens? Right? I went to Facebook yesterday, and here's a perfect example. You can even look in the Facebook group what time I created the event yesterday. I don't go into Facebook often, but when I do, right, I've got a lot of notifications and I had several messages. So I'm like, I went in to create the event for support desk. And what happened was I checked my messages were big red numbers. So I clicked on it, right? Now I'm having a conversation with somebody. And then I'm like, oh yeah. Then I closed it. Then I closed my thing. And when I went, wait, I went into Facebook for something. And that was like 2 hours later, I remember why I went in there, right? So I got distracted. Like even when I'm in the Facebook group responding to something or creating the actual event, I've got notifications popping up of people messaged me this or someone did that. I'm going to click away on it. You're trying to learn your business, right? So do not do Facebook. Don't engage in Facebook when you want to learn something. Don't go to the Zenler Facebook group. Go to the website community. Go to the tutorial site. Go somewhere where people aren't going to distract you and pull you in, right? Don't do that to yourself. Use the GPT, use the notebook, go into this tutorial site community. You're not going to get distracted. You're going to stay focused. You're going to get more done, right? That's very important. If your business is a priority, if it's not, then do whatever you want. That's fine. But if you're telling me you got to do this, right? Let's work smarter and not harder, right? Even in your own education and learning in Zenler, if you focus on being on the tutorial site, showing up to these live events, you're learning and experiencing the Zenler experience that your own students and members will experience, right? So you'll be better equipped to create that community and that course when you're constantly engaging in a community and course from the student perspective. You'll know what you like and don't like. You'll know what students are experiencing. When one of them has a complaint on your site from the student end, you'll understand what they're talking about because you've been interacting on another site on the student end. So you'll get it. It won't be as frustrating for you. It will make you a better admin and a better community manager. So come into the Zenler tutorial site community, join us in there, ask your questions there, right? Go there. See and experience the membership experience from a non-admin perspective, okay? Do that. Be there or be square. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. We had kind of a very lively support desk today. I love it. And I will see you all next week. I'll see you all on Tuesday. We do have Accelerator coming up on Tuesday. And again, check the Zenler site tutorial site for dates, times, and links. Okay, they're all there for you. All right. See you all later. Bye.